All right, Flounder. So we're going into season 4. Can you freaking believe it, bud?
A lot of episodes.
A lot of episodes. So for those who haven't met Mr. Flounder via video, at least, Flounder is our producer and has helped produce, man, going on probably 100 plus episodes of this show. It has flown by. I am curious. Have you learned anything? Have you picked up anything? Or are we just talking to microphones here and just talking heads?
I think from a 30,000 foot perspective, marketing bleeds into everything.
Yep.
Whether it's content, Braves, I mean, it goes into every aspect of what you guys do and talk about. So that's been the one cool thing, is to see how it goes into 30 different directions, but it all steers back into the marketing frame.
Well, put it this way. I tell, no matter what you're doing in your life, you're marketing something. When you're going out and dating, you're marketing yourself. When you're in business, when anything you do in your life, you're marketing yourself. Doesn't matter what age you are putting a version out of yourself that you believe will be of value or you want other people to see.
Just putting a description and title into the podcast is marketing.
Oh my goodness, that is the hardest part of it.
Because you want something so simple. You're trying to explain a 45-minute segment into one sentence.
And not only that, but you're trying to grab attention with the short attention spans people have, right? No one's listening to 45 minutes straight and sitting. And if you are, God bless you.
No, I mean, look at Reels.
And that's the point. And that's why that's what I've learned is like, look, the podcast is the anchor to which the content is driven. So if we sit and we do this enough, there's going to be short form content, long form content, something for everybody to get and start absorbing what we put out. And what I'm most blown away by is not someone stepping on the street and saying like, oh, I saw you, I heard this, but bringing up topics in which I was talking about on this show or they saw from somebody else in a business meeting. Because ultimately, no offense, I do reels, I do all that stuff. I'm glad if a 21-year-old pops up and is like, I learned something.
Right.
But like, that's not the goal, man. Let's be clear here. My goal is to establish myself as a marketing expert for my business career. And anyone who thinks otherwise, God bless it, is a fool. That's why you do these things. There's never going to be $1 million at the end of the rainbow. That's why I'm doing it.
At the end of the day, you want to go for longevity, not the quick reel or the quick little topic that's going to get a little attention. You want...
For sure. For sure. And I find it fascinating because my only goal was to get to 100 episodes to begin with. So like, I haven't even thought, have I gotten better at it? Probably. At least I get to end on time, which is a nice starting point. But you know, what I found is that one, when it becomes instinct and you start winging it and going through it, it's actually a better thing. Like, I'd love to sit and have time to prepare, but there's something organic and authentic about fumbling over words every once in a while, about not bleeping out the pauses. Like everything is so manufactured. You watch these videos on LinkedIn now, and all it is a guy talking, and he has to cut in and out of frame because he effed it up so many times that he's redoing it. Man, have you ever seen me cut anything other than the occasional bleeps that Flounder has to put in because I say dirty words because I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say? There's not much pause or bleep. So I will say I've been thrilled to do this. I want to give everybody a teaser of some season 4 stuff. So we got a lot going on in season 4. We try to be our best to recording ahead. So in season 4, we will have Jeff Jenkins, the CMO of Carter's. Amazing conversation from a really big company headquartered out of Atlanta. We talked about lots of things, the e-commerce, the city, the cultural hub, all of that. We had Jamie Arnold, who, if you remember, was the Aussie, who called me a dirty C word that I'm not allowed to say on air many times. We sat with Brian Finneran and we talked about the Falcons and we talked about his NFL career. And honestly, for a guy who talks on radio, it was amazing how much I was able to get out of him and how much fun we had. We had Brooke on from MarketWake, and the way they're using data, I see a changing of the guard in the agency industry, and she is definitely one of those leading that change. We had a holistic chef Bovan, which was an interesting conversation.
Very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I was a little doom and gloom on that one, but we're eating effing poison. So yeah, it's bad. That being said, says the hypocrite who goes home and drinks half a bottle of whiskey every night.
The funny thing is there's videos on Twitter and YouTube of people walking in the city of New York in the 20s. There's no fat people. Like, I mean, it's insane to look at the culture back then with eating habits than the amount of crap we put in stuff now. It's just,
it used to be
crazy.
They used to call gout the disease of kings because only the fat kings who got to eat those lavish things got them. Now everybody can eat everything. It has been completely corporate commoditized that anything can be eaten at any time. And all these things we used to think were a delicacy, like, dude, don't eat cheap lobster, right? Like, there's only a couple rules I have in life, right? It's cheap lobster because it's going to kill you, or it's bad lobster. So anyway, got off track as usual. We'll also have an awesome restaurant called Kitty Dare, Mediterranean Italian fusion restaurant. I really enjoy the restaurant ones and the food ones. Just a passion I have, and just it is such a hard industry. And we're going to also have the founder of Two Urban Licks. They're going to be selling 20th anniversary, and we're going to be helping them celebrate their 20th anniversary by doing a show live from Two Urban Licks. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited for everything for season 4. Stay tuned Saturday at 4 p.m. on Extra 106.3. That's the radio version. Podcast version goes out at 5 p.m. on all the providers. And then don't forget to check out the YouTube channel, because that's where you can find short short term, palatable, quick hits of all this. So Flounder, thank you, bud. Thank you for help producing. I think we're just getting started, and excited for the next several seasons.
Bring on season 5.
Bring on season 5.